What is going on? I think we are live.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to this special Thursday, right?
Yes, it is Thursday.
Thursday episode of Married with Issues. We're doing it again during the week since
We're going to be at another con this Saturday, and we're going to be seeing Endgame at noon, and then we got a barbecue to go to. Hey, Just Regan. Hey, McD. Hey, Gabe. Hope you all are doing well today.
and Mr. Garrow. Mr. Garrow's in chat.
Yes, hello, Mr. Garrow.
And Rod. Rod's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. It is also Piyush's birthday today as well, too. So that's another.
And if you saw my post earlier today, you saw that breakfast was successful. It was delicious. I didn't burn it. It was good, and I'm proud. I'm very proud of myself for that. Yeah, it is so much easier to go live than it is to edit a video, like not doing it live. It's just so much easier to just go live than done.
It really is, and it's for me, it's a lot funner too. I mean, I like the chat and everything, and
Yeah.
Stay Puff's in there. We got Kachoon. What's going on, guys?
Thank you, Kachoon. Hey, Stay Puff. Thank you, thank you. Yeah.
So what we're gonna do? We have a Midtown thing we're gonna unopen,
That it came today.
and I believe it's probably like some of the Detective 1000 variants that we picked up. That's what I think it is, and then
Maybe.
Fusha's gonna show some of her new comic book day. I didn't really bring any of the new comic book day, but we're gonna.
I only got 4 books this past week. Yesterday.
But since we didn't really show that much from what we got at our con from this past weekend, we'll probably go over a lot of the stuff in there, and we'll also go over our first giveaway too. What we'll do for that.
Yeah, I was gonna grab those Green Arrow ones and I forgot.
What?
I know where they're at.
Well, you can grab them.
Okay. And then I got a birthday present that I can show too. My chair doesn't move well on carpet.
On carpet, yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right. Okay, so I already took it out of the box and everything, so this is just like the paper part I haven't opened yet from Midtown. Yeah, like I said, I think this is probably the from the Detective 1000 stuff, I'm thinking. But like we said before, you never know. And
I ended up grabbing one other thing that we got at the con too. Just so you're aware. Oh, see, and it's my birthday shirt. He gave me a shirt for my birthday. It's all the doctors in cat form. I don't know if I can sit in the chair this way. Yeah, I can. That works.
Well, this one looks like it's. Yeah, it doesn't have that sticker across the front like
it usually
does.
Like
Midtown does sometimes. Okay, so first up, looks like we have the Jim Steranko Detective 1000 variant.
Ooh.
These, who have, right? Yeah, was it? Kachunk said those pre-orders always surprise you. Yeah, they really do. Especially Detective 1000 came out. God, what was it? Close to a month by now, because I think issue 1002 just came out and they double shipped. So, yeah, it was about a month ago. I would say pretty close. And then next up, looks like we have the 1940s Bruce Timm.
That's a beautiful cover.
Yeah, they had so many good covers for this.
Hey, Star Wars Daily, thanks for joining us.
Ooh, okay, and it looks like for a minute I thought they were identical, but then it looks like they're slightly different.
Yeah, they are slightly different.
So first we'll show this one. Here is the.
Don't be dropping books.
I believe, yeah, this would have to be Matina. So here's the. It's really dark. So, but there's Matina, and it's got the trade dress on it.
Oh, and I changed my nails too. They're now masks. They're superhero masks. You can tell one's Deadpool, one's like Robin, one looks like Nightwing, but they're cute little masks.
Mm-hmm.
I love them.
And here's this one that's similar to it, but it's a virgin one, and the Batmans on it are a little different too.
Just slightly.
Yeah. I don't know.
I kind of like that one a little more.
Yeah, I do too.
I like how it has a little bit of the green, a little bit of the red, and.
And they did 2 of these ones. It looks like.
Did you order 2 of them?
I don't know. I don't know if they came in a set. I didn't know. Maybe.
Well,
I think I'm gonna throw one in the giveaway then.
That's what I was just about to say. Is hey, it goes in the giveaway.
So yeah, normally I don't know if it's supposed to be 1 trade dress and 1 virgin, but this is the Lee Bermejo Midtown exclusive variant.
They look the same to me, so one of those will definitely go into our giveaway that we'll be doing here soon because we're almost to 200.
200, yeah.
Yeah, we're almost to 200
I don't know
subscribers.
what we're at,
but we do. Did you grab the stuff? Yeah, it's down there.
Well, yeah, that's a nice.
Yeah, we'll get into that real quick before we show other books. Is what we'll give away for.
Okay.
So one of those that he just showed will be in the giveaway, and then this will also be in it as well.
Yeah. So what we'll do. So if we're gonna do this Fantastic Four, Volume 1, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby omnibus, and I'm thinking how we'll do it is, I mean, this is our first one, so we're kind of figuring out as we go, pretty much, right? So, but what I was thinking is we'll have it do where you comment on this video, just comment on it, your favorite hero or character or whatever, and then that way we'll say like in a week or two, like on our Married with Issues episode, we'll pull all the names and then do like a randomizer. I would think there's probably like an app or something where we could pull it up on our phone and do it live, so that they can see it and everything. And
there will be more details. There will be more details to come that I'm sure we'll post on Instagram. It's still kind of in the works. I was gonna say to your comment, Conchun, the same thing happens to my mom. Like a new movie will come out and she'll forget that she pre-ordered it, and she'll be at the store and she'll be like, "Oh, it just came out," and she'll buy it and then end up with 2 copies. So it's a very plausible thing to happen. Pre-orders get tricky when you're like, "Oh, hey," and then you forget you buy it, and then when you see it, you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna get it."
Yeah, I must not have noticed that, or I must have accidentally checked something, because it does say quantity of that one 2.
Were you half asleep?
Hell, I don't know. Who the hell knows? So yeah, I guess I accidentally ordered 2 of them, but.
I'm honestly not too surprised though, because it's not the first time it's happened.
I'm actually really glad I did though.
Yeah, me too.
Because now it sweetens up the pot.
It does.
So, yeah. So that's what the giveaway will be. This Midtown exclusive Lee Bermejo cover, which is an awesome cover. Like that thing is gorgeous.
It is an awesome cover.
And it's funny because I was actually, I mean, we have another one of these, but I was actually just reading. I mean, because this one's still like cellophane. This one's still factory sealed and everything. But I was actually just reading this right before we went live.
I worked on one puzzle. It was just that small one, and I montaged it together, and it's actually hanging up on the wall right there. And I cleared off the table, and I was going to get ready to do another puzzle, but I haven't started yet. So, soon. You'll see those progress posts on Instagram too. But that puzzle that we sent out to Rod is an awesome puzzle. I can't wait to do that one. I love getting nerd puzzles. They're like so much fun to do.
I know. Every time we go to like places and stuff,
I always go straight for the puzzle.
Yeah, you're looking for puzzles.
He'll go for like the action figures and the kids section and the toys. I'll go straight for the puzzles. Sometimes I'll find really cool ones. Sometimes I won't have any luck. But I have like a total of 11?
Hell, I don't know. Probably about that, yeah.
I posted it on Instagram when I counted them. I think I have 11.
Yeah.
2 of them came with little keychains that we had around. I think one's in this box. I don't want to dig through it. It's Batman and Deadpool on the Marvel Pop puzzles that we got.
Oh, I forgot about those. Yeah, there's those ones too.
Yeah, there's Fallout, there's Destiny, there's so many of them. So many!
Yeah, right, Kachun. Yeah, McDee's committed. I mean, I think he said it's, 2 in the morning, yeah.
He is committed. Thank you so much for joining us, even though it's like 2 in the morning your time. And I liked your post with Batman. I made you this cake. Alfred made the cake.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
It was great.
Speaking of birthday, you didn't show that one yet, did you?
No, I didn't. Yeah. I showed the shirt when I stood up, but this is one he actually surprised me with. We had to go to the office to get it this morning, and we found out that Christopher Titus is going to be in town in June, so we got tickets for that because he's like my all-time favorite comedian. But this
Which
is
we've
what...
seen him before.
Yeah, it'll be my third time seeing him, only this time I'm not getting my car towed.
Yeah, last time we went and seen him.
Yeah. This is a 9.8 CGC Universal Grade Batman number 50. It's gorgeous. Look at how beautiful this is.
I think it's a Natalie Sanders. Yeah, yes. Natalie Sanders did the art. It's what was it? It was exclusive to Comic Market. Is that what it says? Comic, yeah, right here.
Comic Market Street Edition C.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
I love her wedding dress. Like.
Yeah. I love how it even has the 3 little cats down on her dress. See, like 1, 2, and 3. Like, I am such a cat person. I can't help it. I do like dogs as well. I'm not just a cat person. Dogs are pretty cool too. But if I could only have a dog or a cat, I'd have a cat.
I'd have a cat too, probably. I mean, I've always had dogs.
It's going to be funny when we do get a cat because it's like you give me crap saying that when we have kids, we wouldn't have nice stuff anymore. And then it's like we might adopt our foster. But at the same time, if we get a cat, I bet you anything that cat's going to knock over all of the figures.
Yeah, I'm going to be so nervous. Mm-hmm. Yeah, whenever when we are able to get our cat here,
right?
I'm going to be so nervous.
I actually saw it at the con, and I'm like, oh, I haven't seen that one. Should we get it? And he's like, no. And I'm like, what? Why? He's like, just because. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to convince her that we already had it or something. And she's like, no, that thing is incredible. I would know if we had that. That thing would be on the wall. I'm like,
I was like, I would know. And then we get home, and I'm like, well, I forgot where I was going. Oh, yeah. And then when we picked it up this morning and he saw it for the first time, I still freaked out the same I would if I had no idea that we almost got it at the con. Because I'm a very, very forgetful person.
I am
that too. It's like you can... Not that I like spoilers, I don't. But, I mean, on some things you can spoil me. And then by the time I get around to reading it or watching it or seeing it or whatever, I'm still just like... all over again because I'm that forgetful that I already forgot about it. But if you look, her little tiara has cat ears too. Mm-hmm. It's so awesome.
That's like, I don't know. It's like one of my favorite covers, like ever, maybe. God, I don't know. It's so incredible.
It's beautiful. I love it so much.
I know that one will probably go on the wall somewhere in the living room, maybe.
Yeah. And then, I don't know if I showed this, but I actually got it at the con. It was a killer deal. It was like, what, 50% off?
I think, no, wasn't that like in the $5?
Yeah, it was in the $5 one.
Because there was there was some booths that had like $5 trades and stuff. And
yeah, so we got this one at a $5 trade booth, and I'm like, okay, we have to get it. Because I have really been wanting to read more She-Hulk. I actually do like She-Hulk. Wanting to read more into her, so we ended up getting it for like $5 at the con.
Yeah,
it was a steal.
And that's the Dan
Complete
Slott
collection. Yeah.
Dan Slott.
Dan Slott. Volume 1. And the art inside of it is just so beautiful. I can't wait to get around to reading it. I really can't. There's so much to read.
Okay, so we showed some of these prints and stuff on Direct Edition Squad. This one we didn't pull out though. So this is one of the ones from Arthur Sidham. This is the one. This is the one you picked the second day. So it's a Batman and Predator.
That's when we went back and talked to Arthur Sidham again because he's actually a really cool in person. Like he was fun awesome to talk to both days. It was just good to go see him. But yeah, this is one I picked out.
Hey Russ, how's it going? Russ is in chat. Yeah, McD said Deadpool always reminds me of Soldier, and Catwoman always reminds me of Fusha. Yeah, we've said that before. Like once you meet people in the community and you know like what their like favorite characters are, you kind of associate them with them. You know, like whenever I see Deadpool, I think of McD. Whenever I see Hulk, I think of Jeffrey. Like Flash, I think of Rod. Spider-Man, Sam Stingleweb. It's funny how you always just associate him.
Oh yeah.
Deathstroke with Carlito and stuff like that.
Hello, Mr. Gretzky. You have 3 inside cats and 3 outside cats. I have 1 cat at my mom's that I don't want to move away from there because he's an outdoor cat, and I would hate for him to get familiar with a whole new area all over again. That I usually go to my mom's at least once a week, so I do see him. Actually, I go there a couple times a week now, but I see him a lot. He reminds me of the dragon on How to Train Your Dragon, and he has like no teeth, but still loves crunchy treats. He won't eat the soft
Batman
treats
to me. Like he's got
he
black
does kind of
just
look
on
like
the
Batman.
top half in his ears. Like he looks like Batman.
And then he has white underneath, which is actually a really good thing that he has white underneath, because if he didn't, my stepdad would have never brought him home for me.
Black cats.
He was very superstitious. Very. Like.
All right, this one I think this is one of the ones I showed on Direct Edition Squad, but I'm gonna show it again. I'm stoked because I started working on my Deadpool shrine in the room, and so I just want to show it so I can get it over with and then hang it up. So I need to hang it up. So this one wasn't like at like an artist booth. It was like at like a shop booth. So I can't. So it wasn't by the artist. So I don't know who the artist is who did it. I can't read. There's a signature in the
It was
corner,
at the same booth that we got She-Hulk for $5.
Mm-hmm.
And you got one of your first chases.
Yeah, I might have to research this and see if I can see who the artist was on this, because this thing is incredible. This X-Force suit Deadpool.
It is.
And I mean, you could tell it's like digitally painted.
Aww.
Yeah, and I just can't like.
Pets are animals and pets are friendly too. That's like when I finally came to terms with not having my own kids. I was like, we're just gonna have 10 cats and 2 dogs. We're gonna have a lot of animals.
Yeah. Then there's that Vampirella one.
Yes. This one's beautiful.
Here's another Arthur Sidon one. That Scarface homage.
And it's signed.
Yeah, all those Arthur Sidon ones are signed by him too. And this one was, I think we showed this one too on Direct Edition. This one's signed by Mike Zeck. What's cool with this Mike Zeck one too is the certs they did with it too.
Mm-hmm.
So I was stoked that we were able to get those.
Yes, indeed.
I love the size on them too. They're like 11 by 17, I think, when we measured them.
I freaked out when I saw Christina Dark dressed as Catwoman at the con. She was such a good Catwoman. So good. I now follow her on Instagram. Christina Dark.
This one's going to go up right there.
Yes.
I love this one. The Arthur Sidon zombified version of Silver Surfer number 4. And then
There's never been doing here.
There was another Batman, Arthur Sidon.
That's what
that landscape sideways one.
Yes.
These ones we need to get framed.
Those.
Yeah, we did show these. These ones we're gonna put next to each other. We're gonna get framed. So Cap and Bucky, like Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm. And then these 3 I saw for an awesome deal. It was in a bundle, like shrink wrapped in a bundle. But I've heard good things about this run. It's Mike Grell, Green Arrow, The Longbow Hunters. The first one is book 1, The Hunters.
Yeah, I really want to read that too.
But I love the front and back because it's like how it's connected that way to just like the cover goes. Oh, yeah, see how it's like on both sides. It's beautiful. And the art is good, and I can't wait to read it. But I got book 1, The Hunters, book 2, Dragon Hunt.
Ooh, that's a good cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really look through all of them. I don't think. How many books was there?
And then book 3, Tracking Snow. There's 3.
So is that all 3? Is it like 3 of 3? Do we know, or?
I'm pretty sure it's 3 of 3.
I might have to look that up to see how long that run went, because I'm not.
I'm pretty sure it's 3 of 3 because I remember when it was shrink wrapped, it said like the complete Longbow Hunters thing, and that's what really made me want to get it, is the fact that it was complete.
Yeah, us too, Stay Puft.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna see it Saturday at noon our time.
Which is actually really funny because when we went to see Captain Marvel, we saw it on a Saturday at 11, and my oldest sister and her husband went to go see it on a Saturday at noon.
At noon.
So we got out and we're like, oh my God, have you seen it yet? And she's like, we're walking in right now.
Yeah.
And so then when we got tickets for Endgame, I was like, when are you going to see it? And she says Saturday at 11. I'm like, oh yeah, Saturday at noon. Like, what are the odds? She's gonna get out of it an hour before us, but it's still okay.
Yeah.
We got out of Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I just remember that. I think McDee's tickets was on Thursday, right? So I think he might have seen it.
Yeah, see, McD, that's what I've heard. Everything I've heard about the Longbow Hunters run is just incredible story.
That's why when we've seen it, I was like, get it, because like I said, I've never read it. I want to read it too, but I've always heard that it's like one of the like best Green Arrow stories.
Yeah, and I think it is just book 1, 2, and 3. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
McD might know. But
it's
hey,
cool
because the snake. Hello.
It's cool because they are like I forgot what they call this, like prestige bound, or I can't remember what they call it when it's more like trade bounded almost. Yeah. It's not stapled.
Hey, Caleb's Comic Smurf. Hey, Bake the Snake. Welcome. Like the art on the inside is beautiful too.
Yeah, it is. It's incredible. I think it's Mike Grell was the writer and the artist. Like,
look at how good that is. It's good.
Yeah, remember where were we? And we saw
so much to read. So much, because there's also I picked up a book that my friend is doing. I used to work with her when I was working in a call center, and we saw her at the con, and I bought her book that she was finally able to get printed. I don't have it on me, and I kind of have stuff on my lap right now. We'll probably show it on the next one, but it's What Comes Natural, and I still need to get around to reading that and Sugar Glider. Like, I have a short box full of, well, maybe not full, but like 3/4 full to read, where it's like trades, back issues, and
I know. Just like I've been bouncing back and forth the last couple of days between singles, omnis, trades. Like, I'm all over the place lately.
He worked yesterday, and I take him to work, and then I went and did laundry, this and that, got things done. I came back home. I realized that his omnibus is sitting on the couch. I turn on the TV, and it's still on Batman animated series. I'm like, you're just multitasking. I'm watching the Batman animated series in the background, reading a book, probably falling asleep at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, because my internal clock for some reason is waking me up at 2:30 in the morning nowadays, and
that's when you just roll over and go back to bed.
All right. Okay. So speaking of which, of books from the con, so here's some pickups from book-wise from the con. This was easily, well, I don't want to say easily, because the second thing I'll show is pretty dope that we got from there too. Mm-hmm. But this is a big. It's high on my list, but obviously there is one step higher, obviously, but you'll see what I mean, because it's the second appearance of Moon Knight. So it's Werewolf 33. Werewolf by Night 33.
Why does my
itch? I have it in a top loader, so there might be a little bit of glare, but it was it's a super decent copy that was only, I don't remember what it was. It was only like $20 or something. Like, it wasn't too bad at all.
Saying it's a roller coaster is like, you're gonna have to be prepared.
Well, guy, you should have figured that anyway. I'm figuring it's gonna be like.
Did you guys know?
Yeah.
Maybe McD can tell us. Is it true that there's no end credit post scenes?
That is because one thing
I've heard that from a few different sources. Like, my brother-in-law and my mom heard the same thing, and I'm like, okay. And I bet you anything, there's still going to be people waiting at the end or an after scene credit clip, and it's not going to be there. So I don't know.
Especially after like 3 hours from the movie itself.
Right? Yeah. So that's just what I heard. And if you haven't seen Jimmy Fallon's We Didn't Start the Fire Avengers, look it up on YouTube right now. I've watched that like 20 times by now.
It's
like,
so awesome.
I love it. It's in my head.
Hey, we got Flaming Sheila and the Great Legend. Thank you guys so much.
Hello.
Yeah, they said happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm officially out of my 20s. I am now 30. I'm going into my dirty 30s, and I cooked breakfast, and it was delicious.
Yeah, both Yeah, both Caleb and McD said, yeah, no end credits on it.
Good to know.
It's good to know. Yeah, I'm glad that I heard
when we
that.
like pace ourselves and don't drink anything, no water or nothing for like 4 hours or however long we're gonna do it, at least by the time it ends, we can just like race to the bathroom and then go outside.
I know.
And
I'm gonna like. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna try my damnedest not to drink any energy drinks that morning, because we're seeing it at noon. And
yeah.
Okay, so like I said,
Moving on.
that Werewolf by Night 33 was I don't know, maybe the winner of the con, but I don't know, because this is a close second. So like I said, Mike Zeck was there.
Mm-hmm.
This book I didn't have before, so I got it at his booth. So it's a Mike Zeck variant 2 Punisher #1. So the new volume, it's the #1 to the current run that's going on right now.
I don't know what it is with the camera, but it gets hot quick. Like
it does.
I'm just saying it's hot.
But I like how he signed it with a white paint marker, so it
I'm gonna share that to my story,
with it.
Rod.
And then it has the cert with it as well too.
There, I shared it too. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Shout out. As I'm just distracted. I was so proud of breakfast. I made bacon and sausage and eggs with tamed jalapenos, and you just dice up the tamed jalapenos and then cook it in with the eggs, and it's so good. So good.
And this was from Humberto Ramos's booth. It's a variant to ASM 19 with Black Cat on it. It's kind of hard to see the SIG. It's like right in here. It's kind of fitting there.
Yeah, it is kind of hard to see. It's like right. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Well, I like it. And then there's this one signed Deadpool with Mark with a Mouth.
Yeah, so yeah, these are the ones that we had Arthur Sidham sign that we took.
Yeah, it was really awesome because like we asked him, we're like, are you charging for signatures? And he's just like, well, if you buy at least one thing, I'll sign anything you want.
Yeah,
pretty much. And we were already at his booth, and we're like, well, yeah, we want to get some prints. Like,
yeah, I would have gotten prints really anyways. Yeah, like he had so many too.
I loved his British accent. Was it British or Scottish or I don't know.
No.
I loved his accent. He was really fun to talk to, and he was really cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure really where he's from. I've never really done a lot of research on him, but it was awesome because he was saying how he is like classically art trained, like Renaissance art trained.
Yes.
And
I was sitting on my leg, and it was making my foot go numb that I had to move it, or I wasn't going to be able to walk after this. So I apologize.
Yeah, congrats, Sheila, on 100. Yeah, first
100. Ooh, congrats.
And isn't it, I think after 100 subs, you can change your URL? You can do like a custom
I think so.
URL.
Which, if you weren't in the chat earlier, there will be further updates of what we're doing, but we're almost to 200 subscribers, so we're going to be doing a giveaway. So far, we got 2 things that we know we're giving away, the Omnibus of Fantastic Four and one of the covers that we just got from Midtown. So
yeah, the Lee Bermejo.
Yeah. There'll be
this one.
Yeah.
Since it's right there.
That one will be in our giveaway. We don't exactly know how we're doing it, but we're doing it soon, so there will be more to come.
Well, yeah. Well, no, like I said, I mean, comment your favorite character on this video, and then we'll take all the names, whether it's next week's show or like 2 weeks. Maybe we give it like 2 weeks.
Maybe 2 weeks.
We'll pull all the names
from this week's show and next week's show.
And then do like a random generator.
Yeah, see, we're getting there. It's work in progress. It works. That works.
Okay, then here's just some more books from the con. These Alex Ross. Here's JSA 10 from the Jeff Johns run. I put it in Mylar, so it's got that glare, but
it does. Hey, got a kick every time Jeffrey Comic Con shouts you out. Oh, love it.
And then number 13 too.
Yes. And did you have any others?
Yeah, I'm going through the con books here.
Oh, okay.
That one you can show because that one's
I love this
Right
cover.
up your
I didn't
alley.
realize we didn't have it. I was like, are you sure we don't already have it? Because I'm pretty sure once it came out, we would have got it. But
Yeah.
he was positive we didn't have it, so we had to.
No, I knew for a fact we didn't have that because that was high on my cover list.
Yeah. I love it. It's beautimous. Very, 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 very beautimous.
Okay, I am such a huge fan of this artist right now lately. I mean,
Yes.
I've been showing a lot of his stuff lately. I've been getting, but Lucio Perillo or Perillo, however you want to pronounce it.
It's
But
very beautiful. It's going to go on the wall. It's a wall book.
here is a variant he did for Cap number 1.
Jeffrey is the man, I agree.
I'm trying to, yeah, without these Mylars and their glares.
Pros and cons. There's good thing about Mylars. In person, oh, see, that kind of works.
And then here is another variant he did. Punisher, well, it's actually another Punisher number 1 variant.
Is this book
that he did.
In this book?
He is just incredible.
Hey, Discovery Bay's in the chat. We've been discovered.
Hey, Disco.
Hello.
All right, and then so I've passed on this book several times at our LCS, and then when I saw it at the con for the price they had it at,
he had to.
In the condition it's at, too.
I don't blame him, though.
So it's that classic Jim Steranko cover, Cap 113, 12 center.
Kind of this angle from here, like so, like just right there, maybe. I don't know. There's still a glare.
I know. I still like. We need to set up that lamp up here. Maybe I don't know if that would put more glare on it though.
Maybe not. I guess we will have to try because you never know until you try.
Yeah, one day when we're not live, we should set this up like this and test out different. For when we show books and stuff, you know, make it look a little better.
I do agree.
And then here, I know I showed recently. We got it recently. The first like hip hop variant cover. We had the Deadpool one. So we found this one at the castle because I'm reading it at the con.
I'm gonna share it again.
Castle said wipe them out. So it's the Punisher number 1.
I don't know if this is the same one, Rod, or not. It might be. I got another alert, so I'm gonna share it again. It's awesome. You guys are so awesome. I hope you know. All of you guys are incredible and just so kind and thoughtful and awesome.
It is.
I love this community.
It's so incredible.
You guys are the ones that make this community what it is, and I love it.
Okay, so we almost got this at last year's con in the fall.
Almost, yeah, but then we didn't, and then when we saw it again, we had to. So
it's the Art Germ variant to Renew Your Vows number 1, but it's slightly different because it's like a, what do they call it? It's like a muted color palette that they did on that one. It's not, because there is a regular one.
Yeah.
And then that's like exclusive to something, I think. I can't remember where.
There's a color one.
Oh,
and
it's
then
right
there's, there. Yeah.
It's a Legacy Edition.
Legacy Edition, yeah. There's a colored one, and then this one has like a tint of blue.
Yeah, like they call it like
it's not really gray. It kind of looks like gray on the camera, but it's actually like a light blue. I love it.
Yeah, I love that one.
It looks good.
Like when the wedding dress and everything. And then this one, I had to pull the trigger on this one.
That's sweet, Discovery. Thank you.
Being a big Batman Who Laughs fan.
We love being a part of the community with everybody. It's awesome.
I really do.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Dun 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 dun.
So it's Teen Titans number 12, which I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's the first appearance of Batman Who Laughs, right? But I'm not positive, but wasn't there kind of like some True First stuff going on about it? Like it wasn't the True First. I don't know. I could be thinking of something else. So I don't know. Maybe
agree with some of those True Firsts.
I know
where it's like, oh, the True First is in a previews magazine. It's like that's a preview. Like how is that a True First? I don't know. Kids these days, they're weird.
Well, because sometimes, I mean, if that's the case, like True First would be in like solicitations sometimes, you know, if it's a new character, and then if it was solicited, you know.
It's like some ad handed out at a con for a bar.
Or that, yeah. I mean, because I like considering it like first appearance in continuity, you know, like in the story, in the book.
what he said.
I'm so glad we found this one too. This one was always kind of like a cover I really wanted to find. So it's Spawn 223, but it's the Walking Dead #1 homage.
Homage.
Yeah, so that one was an awesome find.
Very awesome. Spawn. And then I only have 4 books that I got this past week at the comic book store, and it was good. And I'm so excited to go for Free Comic Book Day next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We got another short box because we needed it. But The Shape of Elvira #2 just came out. I did end up getting 2 covers on this one because the one that was in the hold was the subscription photo cover.
Yeah, they normally do the photo ones.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of times when I get the ones in the hold of Betty Page Elvira, they are always the photo cover, and sometimes they don't have the other ones like these, but they did have this one, and I really love this cover. I don't have anything against photo covers. I do like them. It's just I still like the drawn covers of characters too.
Yeah, to me it's kind of hit or miss. It depends on the image itself.
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes I don't mind having both, but sometimes I still prefer getting the drawn one instead.
Yeah.
And then I got Books of Magic #7. Dun dun. Sandman Universe.
Yeah, Russ, thanks for hanging out. Have a good I almost want to say good weekend usually because we normally do our show on the weekend, but
it's Thursday. It's
have a good night.
To the weekend.
We'll say, yeah.
You're less than 24 hours away from the weekend.
Right.
It's like a 3-day weekend. I have to work Sunday.
Yeah, there was one in here. Yeah, Sheila said it's great to see you love the comic together and share a bond. I know I'm so stoked that I was able to find someone that enjoys it too. You know, I mean, because she was actually the LCS we go to was hers, and I probably wouldn't have gotten back into them if it wasn't for her. You know, and I wouldn't be into a lot of the stuff that I am now if not for her. I mean, growing up, I was always into comics and stuff like that, but I was out of it for quite a while until a year and a half ago.
This is true. Because when that weekend, like a year ago, he was like, yeah, let's go to the comic book store. I'm like, oh, I know just the place. Let's go. He's like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
and we went straight to Dr. Volt's because that's where I got my Green Arrow trade. And it's actually the same comic book store that my brother-in-law showed me, my older sister's husband. He told me about Deadpool long before Ryan Reynolds brought Deadpool into what he is, or what even Deadpool is in the comics. He told me about Deadpool, and he's like, you'd probably really like him because he used to be more schizophrenic in the comics, like in his early days. So it was my brother-in-law that got me into Deadpool and the whole schizophrenia thing. But
because like how he said, we went to the LCS that you knew about, because like the one I went to when I was younger, it's not around anymore. And
we did check out this other one that's not open anymore because we were just like, oh yeah, well he wanted to see other ones too, and I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? And it's no longer open for good reason, because it was like you would go in there and even just picking up a book or looking at a book, they would give you the dirtiest look where it's like, don't touch it unless you're going to buy it. And it was already in a bag and board. So it was like,
you literally didn't feel comfortable like in there at all. Like,
they didn't have good chemistry or atmosphere. So it's like, it's no surprise that it went out of business a couple months later.
Which that shop a long time ago used to be great though. It was
probably
because the guy that
owners.
owned it, well, kind of, because the guy that owned it passed and his wife was running it.
Have a good weekend. Well,
and she
I almost said weekend.
You did the same thing.
Have a good rest of your night, Discovery. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you so much, Discovery.
This is the next book I got is Firefly.
I'm behind on that.
It's actually really good series. And I got him into Firefly. I got him into Doctor Who. Yeah. I got him caught up on the MCU because when we first started hanging out, he didn't have any tattoos. And I'm like, I can't date a guy that doesn't have any tattoos. And I surprised him with his first one. But I was like, oh, have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy? No. I'm like, what do you mean? And so I got him. I never thought he would get into Doctor Who because he's like, I try to explain it to him sometimes. He'd be like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
I'd be like, you're trying to get me into a show that had 50 something years of history. It's a little daunting not knowing. Once I finally did get into it, it actually is pretty approachable and
it is approachable,
easy to get into.
So when I turned him into a Whovian, I had even told my mom that it was conversion complete, and it even had my mom laughing because we went to a haircut place and they got her name and they actually keep haircut records and stuff, and they got my address, and I on my ID and everything I still have my mom's address, but it gets sent out there and it's his name with my maiden name, so it was my last name, not his, and my mom just thought, he's Rory Pond. It was the funniest thing. I loved it.
Yeah, it was fun. Did you show that one?
No, this is next.
I love the cover on that.
This is the last. I saved the best for last because this is another Star Trek one. It's issue 1, but it's year 5, and I love the cover on this. I'm such a Trekkie. See?
Yeah, that cover is incredible.
I didn't even know they were doing a number 1, but I saw it and I'm like, I have to. Well, you got Spock.
Yeah, it's like a new.
Like, it's year 5, number 1. I noticed a lot of times though with Star Trek is they have like 4 or 6 mini series. They had Succession, Light of Car. I can't pronounce words. Like I read them in my head and they sound completely different out loud. Carless, yeah. Light of Carless, Succession, Discovery, all of those, and even the Q Conflict. The Q Conflict, I think I have book 3. Or 4, 3. I could be wrong, but those Succession, Discovery, and Light of Car, those 3 were all only about 4 to 6 issues, and then they stopped. And so I think Q Conflict will probably have 1 to 2 more issues, and then this one will probably. That's what I love about the Star Trek stories that I pick up is they're not ongoing story. Well, they're kind of ongoing, but they're more like mini where it's only 4.
So it makes them a little bit easier to jump into. Yeah. That's what I was going to check is who the publisher is, and it looks like it's IDW. And
20 years of IDW.
Yeah, and that's how they do it too, because IDW does a lot of they do a lot of properties that are based off of like TV shows or movies, or it's a lot of properties that are established kind of in other media, and stuff. So what they do with their books, it seems like they do kind of like seasons and stuff. Like remember when they did Doctor Who and stuff, it would have seasons.
Yeah.
And then Titan Comics did Doctor Who at some point. Now who is doing the Doctor Who books now? Is it Titan or IDW? Because it's either always one or the other. But
I'm not sure.
But they normally do it like in like seasons and stuff like that. So it's.
I'm really not sure because I want to say that the other ones I've been getting haven't been IDW, but I could be completely wrong, and I think it is IDW.
That one we might have to put on the wall with some of your Star Trek books, like this one.
After I read it.
This one.
That one I like.
Oh,
too.
This was actually an Instagram. Thing that we'll have to show, but yeah, I got her this one from an Instagram.
I'll try not to work too hard on Sunday, but it'll still be a good day. Yeah, because I work Sunday, but yeah, I love this cover.
Okay, so I found this one at the con. I've been meaning to look it up to see if it was just a one shot or if there's like a mini.
I'm gonna go check something real quick while he shows that. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I haven't read it yet, but maybe you guys know a little bit more about this book. But it's Doctor Doom and the Masters of Evil, and I mean it's got Doom and Mysterio and 2 of my favorite villains right there. But so I don't know if it's just a one shot or if there was like a mini of these that I need to find the rest of to read.
So,
because around this time on Marvel, I've seen one shots when they had this numbering box, and normally it would say one shot, and this just says 1. So
yeah,
I don't know. I have a feeling there could be more.
You were right. It was IDW that's been doing the other Star Treks I've been reading, and the one that I have in there is issue 3. So it'll probably be 1 more. Yeah.
1 or 2, because it's usually like 4 or 5.
Yeah. And then while I was in there, I grabbed the photo cover that I have of Elvira. Because she's awesome.
Oh, thank you so much, Rod. We love you too. Thank you for hanging out, bro. Hope you have a good night.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, we probably won't be on too much longer because we were gonna go grab a bite to eat.
Yeah, we do want to go out to dinner tonight and stuff.
Yeah.
And,
I want to go have a
I mean,
good
it's
dinner.
not really too late, but
I had breakfast and that was at like 11 or 10. I don't know. It was a very fulfilling breakfast, and I don't usually eat breakfast in the morning, but I kind of like I'm starting to get a little hungry, so we were gonna go out to dinner for my birthday. Yeah, and then I just really want to show this again because look at how beautiful it is. It's gorgeous. It's a 9.8. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Selena Kyle. Batman number 50. I love it.
Okay, see, and then there was some of these. I think there's only just a couple of them right here. I mean, some of them. Okay, so they're older books.
We will put you in the contest, Sheila.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thanks for mentioning that. I had meant to say that. Yeah, McD asked if you read House of Whispers. Yeah, you do.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, she's actually been reading everything in the Sandman universe.
Yeah, Books of Magic, Lucifer, House of Whispers, and The Dreaming.
Did you say Lucifer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you got them all. And I haven't been reading any of those, but I've been reading the original Sandman.
And somebody who was in the original Sandman popped up in the current one that I'm reading now, and I'm like, yeah, I do remember him because I read Overture and I loved Overture, even though on like reading guidelines of storyline wise, they say read Overture after you've already read everything. But I like to do things backwards, and I loved it, and it made sense to me, so I did it.
Well, sometimes, yeah, I mean, it makes sense to sometimes read a prequel before, but I don't know. In that case, I kind of keep hearing it's better to read the original before.
Well, and I bet you anything, by the time I get back around to reading it again, I would have already read all the Sandman by then, and then I'll reread it, and I bet you more than anything, there'll be a few things that I'll be like, oh, this totally makes more sense than that did, which is kind of like what I love about Doctor Who is you can watch it on repeat and still learn something new by the third or fourth time you've seen the same episode. Or the same two-parter episode. It's just, that's what I love about it. So I don't mind knowing some stuff here that's not completely making sense and then going back and reading something else that pertains to it. It's kind of like with me and spoilers, you know, how people will tell me stuff and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'll go to read it, watch it, listen to it, or do it myself, and I'm like, all surprised all over again because I forgot. And then I'm like, oh yeah, they did tell me it. And I'm like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what's crazy about some of these are older books, and so I know. So there was some of them. They said that the covers were like what they say, like
reprint,
like reprinted or like recreated or whatever.
I think it was reprint.
I got some of them that were still the originals, but what? So I haven't opened them or anything. But what I think it is, I think it's the original book in there still, but then they like just. The cover probably got detached or something, and then whoever's collection it was, they probably just like reprinted the cover or whatever. But I mean, it's like it looks like you never would have thought that. I mean, for how cheap they were, it definitely makes sense. But Justice League '69, back 12 center. It looks like when Justice League was
there's a glare.
Was accusing Green Arrow of murder.
There isn't a glare.
There's this one's a Batman 135. Those ones were just awesome for like the covers and stuff. That would probably be like wall books or something.
Yeah, probably. We're eventually gonna run out of room for wall books.
Oh yeah.
Do 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 do. Do do do. Do do do. Da-da-da-da.
Oh yeah, I was stoked on this one.
Da-da-da-da.
We found that Electra #1, the Bill Sienkiewicz, classic Bill Sienkiewicz cover. This one, I was super stoked on this one. So Astonishing Tales #3, featuring Kazar and Dr. Doom.
Did we show the electric trade?
Electric trade.
That we got at the con?
What electric trade?
We got an electric trade. I think I might know what it is.
I don't even know what one you're talking about.
And that. I think I might know. I'm gonna go double check real quick. I'll be right back. Maybe that's why I'm so loud. I keep getting up and moving around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so these are a couple other from this Instagram. God, I really wish I could remember the name. I'm such a slacker, so I could shout out who it was. Wow. But yeah, so working on that Silver Surfer run. I think this is like volume 2 or 3, so it's not his first volume by any means. But Silver Surfer #1 from 1987, so it's from the 87 one. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm glad that we got that.
Of course he did.
So yeah, so the story behind this is so it's a mini series story, Daredevil and Elektra, called Devil's Due.
Yes.
And we found, what is it, like 4 or 5 issue mini? I think 5.
1 through 5.
1 through 5. And one day at our LCS we found like issues 1, 4, and 5 or something, because didn't we need like 2 and 3?
We found like 1 and 3, or
we only found like part of it.
Yeah, we had found like 1 and 3, or we had found 2 and 5. Yeah, something like that, and we had kind of been keeping an eye out for the others, but we couldn't find them anywhere.
Well, and then we found one of them at another shop.
Yeah.
So like we were trying to finish this miniseries to read it, because we're both like big, huge Daredevil and Elektra fans and everything. I mean, that's why we got the first Elektra right there.
Right. There.
But but we can just never find it, you know. And then so when we were at the con, that was in that $5 trade, and I'm like, just get it so we could finally read that story. Like,
which is like half off, but it's sparks are sure to fly when comics hottest couple reunited.
And it's from the Ultimate though, so it's the Ultimate Universe stuff. So
Devil's Due,
Ultimate Elektra.
I had it in my to reads, which is probably why you didn't know where it was at.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that we got it.
Yeah, there's the Hand, and there's Ultimate, and yeah. See? See? There's more. I'm excited to read this one.
Is it more from Ultimate Elektra? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, Ultimate Daredevil.
Elektra. And then Elektra the Hand. Oh, where's left Elektra? Which, that cosplayer I told you about, Christina Dark, she even cosplayed Elektra on her Instagram and did pretty well.
Yeah, comic Elektra. Yeah. This one is, I love the cover on that Silver Surfer on 25. That one is a good one.
Well, is that a wrap?
Just about. I mean, that's like pretty much everything.
Oh, I found something else out today. I was on Instagram, and of course, I follow Kevin Smith. He got married on my birthday when I was 10. So he has been married for 20 years today, and it was my 10th birthday. And he's like, how crazy is that? Like, one of your favorite writers creators, pretty much, got married on your birthday. And I'm like, that's crazy. They've been married 20 years now, so happy anniversary to Kevin Smith.
Yeah, and we're really big Kevin Smith fans, so I thought that was pretty crazy that his anniversary is your birthday.
I thought it was kind of funny.
It's
a good day to be born. Well, yeah.
We got this kind of a little while ago, and I don't think I ever showed it on a show or anything. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
You forget sometimes.
Being such a huge Batman fan and a huge McFarlane fan, this was always obviously kind of a personal grail, but that classic Batman 423. And I mean, and of course a lot of people know too about the mistakes, the errors on it, like the missed yellow spot right there and missed yellow right here. It's supposed to be filled in.
screws with my OCD, man.
Oh yeah, me being an artist, it definitely screws with mine too. I mean, and I've seen videos and stuff of McFarlane talking about it, and that drives him up the wall.
It drives him bonkers.
Yeah.
Like, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Oh, Tony Saunders went live with What's Your Grail and Comic Head 84.
All right, perfect timing. So yeah, we'll probably jump over there. So
if you're not following Tony Saunders Grail with Comic Head 84 special guest, you totally should go check him out.
Yeah, perfect timing. So yeah, we should all go hang out over there. Thank you guys so much for watching.
We're gonna go out to eat at some point here soon.
So we have the con this weekend, a smaller free one.
Comic Book Day the next weekend, and then after that we will resume back to our usual Saturday.
So our show next week should be.
It won't be till the 11th.
So our show next week will probably be another week.
It'll be either Wednesday or Thursday.
Either Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we will see you, but Sunday we'll see you Sunday for Direct Edition Squad, and then next episode of this show will be next Wednesday or Thursday. So.
And thank you so much, everybody, for the birthday wishes. I do appreciate it. I love you all.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. It means the world to both of us.
By far.
All right. See you guys.
Live long and prosper.